Bangladesh in MLA process to bring back money laundered abroad, Governor. Protest by Ishraq supporters, Nagor Bhavan area in uproar with songs and slogans. Order to send Nusrat Faria to jail. Decision to withdraw more than 10,000 harassment cases. How much money has the government seized, says the press secretary. India's ban. Exports to Ankara land port to drop by 30%. Daily loss over Dhaka 4 million. Bangladeshi Shakil conquers Everest by setting a world record. Israel allows limited aid to Gaza. US returns huge consignment of Indian mangoes. Gets official football partner for the first time in Bangladesh's history. Dear audience, this is SM Sharmin Jahan and you're welcome to Daily Top 10. Bangladesh is now in the Mutual Legal Assistance MLA process to bring back money laundered abroad, said Bangladesh Bank Governor Dr. Ahsan H. Mansoor. He said that the quality of information will play an important role in the verdict of foreign courts. The ACC is working independently in investigating corruption. He said this in response to questions from journalists after a news briefing organized at the Foreign Service Academy in the capital on Monday afternoon. Earlier, a meeting was held under the chairmanship of Chief Advisor Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus on bringing back the laundered money. At that time, Ahsan H. Mansoor said that the money and shares seized from the loot of the fugitive smugglers will be spent on the poor and for charitable purposes. A fund will be created for this purpose. The governor said that everything will be done in accordance with the correct provisions of the law. The law will be amended if necessary. The protesters have started the Nagor Bhavan blockade program after 4 days of protests, demanding that Ishraq Hussain be made mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation. As part of the program, the main road of Gulistan has been blocked, as a result of which all types of traffic in the busy area have been stopped. The protesters have been blocking the road in front of Gulistan Mazar since 11 a.m. on Monday. This has also stopped traffic on the Bangshal and Palton-bound roads. During this time, they have filled the Nagor Bhavan area with songs and slogans. Meanwhile, this BNP leader has opened up about the movement. On Monday afternoon, he said, "Mayor Phil is nothing. The main objective was to bring out the ugly truth of the greed for power and perpetuating it in the hearts of some people in the interim government." Actress Nusrat Faria, arrested in an attempt to murder case filed at Baridhara police station, has been sent to jail. The Dhaka Chief Metropolitan Magistrate (CMM) Court ordered her to be sent to jail on Monday. Dhaka Metropolitan Sessions Judge Court Chief Public Prosecutor Omar Farooq Farooqi confirmed this information. PP Omar Farooq Farooqi said that an application was made to keep actress Nusrat Faria in jail in an attempt to murder case filed at Baridhara police station. The state filed an application to keep her in jail. After hearing both sides, the court ordered her to be sent to jail. Nusrat Faria was produced before the court in the morning by the Dhaka Metropolitan Detective Police, DB. Earlier on Sunday, the immigration police arrested Nusrat Faria from Hazrat Shahjalal International Airport in Dhaka. She was arrested at the airport immigration checkpoint whilst traveling to Thailand. Thousands of harassment cases were filed against leaders and activists of opposition political parties, including BNP, Jamaat, during the Army League government. However, after the interim government came to power, it took the initiative to withdraw all harassment cases filed during the fascist period from 2009 to August 5, 2024. In the continuity, a decision has been taken to withdraw 10,500 cases so far after completing various legal processes. An official of the Law 1 branch of the Ministry of Home Affairs said that the government has decided to withdraw 10,506 harassment cases across the country so far. In this regard, the Ministry of Home Affairs has written to the respective district magistrates mentioning the case numbers and requested them to provide necessary advice to the district public prosecutors. In addition, the district magistrates were informed of the government's decision to withdraw the said cases and not prosecute them under Section 494 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, 1898. The total value of the property seized so far after the mass uprising of the students and the public is 130,757 crore taka, said the press secretary of the chief advisor, Shafiqul Alam. He gave this information during an exchange of views with journalists on contemporary issues at the Foreign Service Academy in the capital on Monday. In response to a question from journalists, the press secretary of the chief advisor said that the total value of the property seized so far is 1,30,758.7 crore taka. Foreign money is $164 million. Seized movable property is 42,614.27 crore taka. Domestic money is $20.7 million. India's ban has dealt a major blow to the export trade of Akharaland port as the Indian government restricted the import of some products on May 17. Only 10 trucks of frozen fish and edible oil were exported on May 18, which is less than half of the normal amount. Most of the ready-made garments, processed foods, juices, plastics, PVC, and cotton under the ban were regularly exported through Akhara port. This will reduce exports by at least 30% and will result in a daily loss of about taka 40 to 45 lakh, traders said. In the 2023-24 fiscal year, goods worth about taka 428 crore were exported to India through Akhara port. In the current fiscal year, exports have reached taka 453 crore till April. Bangladeshi Ikramul Haq Shakil has set a world record by conquering Mount Everest from sea level in the fastest time and covering the longest distance by hiking. He became the 7th Bangladeshi to conquer Everest. In this expedition titled Sea to Summit, he climbed the peak by walking 1,300 kilometers in the fastest time. Shakil's trek started from Inani Beach in Cox's Bazar on February 25. He started the expedition with the goal of conquering Sea to Summit within 90 days. Shakil climbed the 29,031-foot peak of Everest by trekking about 1,300 kilometers long and inaccessible routes in Bangladesh, India, and Nepal along the way. Israel has agreed to ease the blockade on Gaza and provide limited food. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office announced this on Sunday. Tel Aviv made this announcement after the Israeli army announced the launch of a broad ground operation in the northern and southern parts of the valley. Israel had previously imposed the blockade in March. Then the risk of famine in Gaza increased. Amidst this risk, Israel has intensified its operation in Gaza, where Palestinians' health officials said hundreds of people have been killed in attacks in the past week, of which 130 were reported to have been killed in attacks overnight on Monday alone. Meanwhile, Netanyahu's office said that Israel agreed to ease the blockade and provide limited aid due to the recommendation of the IDF, Israel Defense Forces. The U.S. has canceled at least 15 consignments of various varieties of mangoes exported from India. These mango consignments have been canceled from various airports in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Atlanta in the U.S. due to irregularities of the documents. The U.S. administration has ordered Indian exporters to destroy or repatriate the mangoes after canceling these consignments. However, due to the high cost of returning these rotting mangoes, the exporters have decided to destroy the mangoes locally in the U.S. The U.S. is the primary destination for Indian mango exports. However, this cancellation of the mango consignment has made the trade relations between the two countries particularly significant. Indian exporters have faced losses of at least $500,000 due to the cancellation of this huge consignment of rotten mangoes. The Times of India, a report by the country's media outlet, said that the necessary irradiation process was completed on the mangoes on May 8th and 9th in Mumbai, Maharashtra, the commercial capital of India. U.S. officials have found inconsistencies in documentation related to this mandatory process, which typically involves applying a certain amount of radiation to fruit to kill insects and increase their preservation potential. Since Hamza Choudhury, who played in the English Premier League, joined the Bangladesh team, the country's football has been in a state of flux. Italy expatriate Famidul Islam and Canada expatriate Samit Som are going to wear the red-green jersey following his path. However, before that, the Bangladesh Football Federation got an official football partner. This is the first time in the country's history. On Monday afternoon, the federation signed an agreement with Molten Corporation in the conference room on the third floor of the BFF building. BFF Vice President MD Nasser Shahriar Zahidi, MD Wahid Uddin Chaudhary, and Fahad Karim were present at the agreement signing ceremony. Takashi Ozaki, the company's Asian group leader, was present on behalf of Molten Corporation. Dear audience, thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned. Good night.
For more updates, follow us on Facebook, subscribe our YouTube channel, get the latest update on www.daily-sun.com.